why would I give something so small to God in our lives? But the thing is, if you can't give the small things to God, why would you trust Him with the bigger things in yourself, in your heart, in your soul, in your mind? Today we're going to be breaking down, is overthinking separating yourself from God? And if so, why? So today I want to break down a verse that I have for you guys today. It's going to be in Proverbs, so go ahead and if you guys want, make a note of this. Read it along with me, however you guys want to do it, but it's going to be Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6, all right? So real quick, let me just read it off to you guys, and yeah, we'll get started. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6, okay? Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. Honestly, to me, that's pretty comforting, and that's very, it's very comforting, and it's confirmation of His plan and His will be done, and we just have to put our trust in Him. Now, that sounds simpler than it is. Trust me. I mean, I overthink, I worry. I overthink just as much as the next person. And in simple terms, that just means we're putting ourselves first instead of God. And that could be a very fine line. That can be a very iffy line, in my opinion. And I think what we need to do is always reflect, take a step back, breathe, truly give it to God. Just put our trust, put our worries and all that stuff, just separate that. That's just junk mail, if you would. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever outthought yourself something that God has been giving you or reminding you or wanting to talk to you about? And for an example, 2 weeks ago, I was talking about how I was over worried about not giving God my problems because, they're small problems to me or big problems to me, and I feel like God's got bigger things to worry about. But the truth is, He loved us so much that He gave us His only Son. So why would we not trust Him with the big things if we ask Him to trust, if we put our trust in Him for the small things? That's all I got to say about that. And being a Christian is a daily commitment. 100%. I truly believe it's a daily commitment and something that we have to make the conscious decision to do because we do it out of love and we do it, when you give your life to Jesus, it's not life is on easy now. It's some days it feels like life is on extra hard and days are on extra easy. It's just all about what you do to give yourself to Jesus, to the Lord. And that's a very big that's a big thing to do that you need to reflect on. Are you not trusting in God because you feel like you have better plans for you than God? I know that sounds silly, but I mean, truly for me, there are days that I'm like, I don't need God. I don't need to worry about what He has for me because I want to worry about me and I want to do what makes me happy. But the thing is, when you give it to God, you get it back better. And you just have to be looking for it. It's not anything difficult because I'll tell you, once you give your life to Jesus, you're not worried about as much stuff anymore. You're not worried about it. You just put your faith that God will take control. He'll be on the wheel driving for you, and He's got the directions. He's got the map. The real question is, are you afraid to trust Him because you're afraid to put faith in something that's good? I don't know. You guys just think about that this week and let me know. And real quick, let's go back to Proverbs. Let's just go back to the verse. In verse 5, it talks about trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understandings. I truly love that it doesn't say understand everything. It says submit. Because sometimes we don't need more answers. We just need to trust in Him and He will provide it for us. It may not be a year from now, but the thing is, it starts with you, the person listening, myself included, it starts with us. And the real question is, one of the things that it's very hard for me to understand is that God will work it out for us when we give it to him. And overthinking that it's going to be terrible, everyone's going to hate it, and no one's going to want to be a part of this community that I'm trying to build. But the thing is, if God calls you to do it, you should do it full-heartedly. Anytime you have times of worrying, and just remember that he is the one in control. He's the one he doesn't want bad to happen. Overthinking, in my opinion, is just a form of distrust. It's not trusting God in who we are, of being his creation and us making the creation about us. I feel like we worry too much, we overthink, because we start to assume of the negative outcomes instead of the positive first. So, this week, while you guys are out, I want you to, if you have a time of overthinking, I want you to stop, breathe. If you have to dive into the Word, dive into the Word. Why do we overthink? It's because we have a fear of messing up, and we want to make it this complicated, messy problem. Not all the time, but sometimes we do. We enjoy the confrontation, if you would. Thinking that something's not going to work out, so there's no reason to try. Or thinking, why would I give something so small to God in our lives? But the thing is, if you can't give the small things to God, why would you trust him with the bigger things in yourself, in your heart, in your soul, in your mind? So that's one of the things that I have for you guys this week. I want you guys to, when you get at a point that you guys start to overthink, you worry, you want to fix it, just give it to God. Take that breath and say, Lord, it's in your hands. And dude, some of the times that I've done that in my own life, I've seen it flourish into something so beautiful. So you guys just got to try it. This week, that's what I have for you this week. Just one situation that you realize that you're overthinking and you're worrying on, just be like, Lord, just close your eyes. Lord, it's in your hands. It's not of me. It's not of anyone else. And I want your will to be done over what I have for it. Because when you put it on ourselves, it's broken. It's never going to be the perfect way that we want it. But when God presents it to us, it's just something beautiful. It's something truly supernatural, that the only logical explanation is God, is Jesus. But the thing is, if you truly put trust in God, there's nothing he can't do. He has separated seas to get his people to safety. Why can't you trust him with one decision, one little decision? So today, tomorrow, tonight, this week, just put that in your prayer. Be like, God, it's on you, it's not on me, and all I want to do is grow a relationship with you, and through that, your heart will change. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys being here, and I'll see you guys next week on the Rest Up Podcast. Peace.